Alright, so today I'm going to be crawling under my house, and I've got two things that I'm going to do. The first is to spread out a new vapor barrier. As you can see, this one is no good anymore. It's probably the original one from when the house was built back in the 50s or 60s, whenever it was. And then also I'm going to be making a plan to get some additional support under my house. As you can tell, you can see that floor joist just to the left has a bow in it. Possibly could be from just the moisture content from over the years. And as you can see, in the past somebody has put just a little support under one floor joist right there. That does not make sense. That should have gone underneath that girder right there somewhere, and so I'm going to check it out. So here we go. First I'm going to get me a new sheet of plastic and put over this right here so it won't get too dirty going in. Alright, so here I am a little bit further underneath my house, and you can see that even the girder itself has a little bow in it. There's actually a piece right here that has a gap between the floor joist. Actually, it's not even a floor joist, not even resting on it until that point right there. But you can see, or you can tell by the eye, that it definitely has a bow in it. And there's another set of blocks right over there that's underneath another floor joist. So some additional bracing has been done before, but they were just done in the wrong spot, in the wrong way. It's just the quick and simple methods. You can see there's a couple other blocks under floor joist again, instead of under the girders. So, alright, let's spread some more plastic and we'll look some more. Alright, so I've come upon this wire. I don't know if it's hot or not. I'm all the way underneath the house. Opening is way over there, so as you see, I don't have much crawl space, so I'm gonna crawl all the way over there go find my wire tool. I don't even remember what it's called, but to see if it's hot or not. And I haven't used it in so long, I hope it still works, because I don't want to mess with this wire if it's hot. Alright, so here's another example of not all that great of additional support. You can see this is one of the two girders right here, and looks like somebody in the past has attempted to shim this, and this is oh goodness, I think this is just some wall paneling. Honestly, it's old. Either it's some real thin plywood or wall paneling, one or the other. And then, right on the other side of it, we have some center blocks holding up one joist. And that's it. So, that did not help with any sagging, I'm sure, that occurred at that time. So what we're going to do eventually, or I am going to do, is get all of these joists supported together, and my main focus is going to be on these two girders. You see that other one over there. And actually I think that that right there is another hot wire. It used to be a floor unit HVA system. Right over here, I don't know if you can really tell in the video or not, but there's a hole in the ground right there. Got the plastic over it now, but I think that's where the HVA system used to be. And you can see right there, there's some white spot on that floor joist. Some old mold, some moisture under the house. Organic matter that does not have life, when it comes into moisture, it will rot. And wood is organic. So we've got a little bit more to do. Still got to go get my wire tester. Alright, so I've gotten most of my ground covered, crawl space covered. There's an old pipe that was just sitting under the house. There's some more way over there. Some new pipes had been ran and they just left the old ones. Kind of want to clean that up, but just want to point this out again. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 spots where only a joist, a floor joist, was braced. So something I have to fix, and I've got to get way back in that corner over there. It's kind of the tightest area to finish spreading the plastic. Alright, so I moved closer to this point where a floor joist is braced. You can barely see it from here, but figured out why it is. There's floor joist right there. Floor joist stops for the toilet sewage. From where I'm sitting, I can't even tell what it's sitting on, if it's even attached to anything. It may just be hanging. Honestly, I think it's just hanging. So, past remodel, that, in my opinion, was a failure. Another thing that I noticed, you see this black pipe right here? It goes into the main sewer line right there. Well, here's the sewer from the toilet. this pipe right here is on way over there and around the corner to go to the kitchen. But there's that black pipe right there. It goes all the way over there. Of course, I don't have a shot of it from where I'm at, but it's just wide open on that other end. So that tells me that's another source of vapor coming in under my house. So that's got to be remedied. Probably what I would do is just take that point right there where that connection is, pop it open, and cap it, just like it's been capped on this end. And I think, yeah, you can see the part that tees off right there. That it goes over to the bathroom vanity. So I can't disconnect at the main pipe. It'd be a lot better to just disconnect right there. So I'll have to add that to my to-do list. And look at all those extra pipes just laying over there. Those things are going to be in the way. And it looks like some metal braces have been put under more floor joists. And a couple of them laying down over there. Yeah, lots of fun. Alright, so I got about 80% of underneath of my house covered, the ground covered with plastic to be a vapor barrier. Of course, this is not the professional way, because using bits and pieces, you could still have vapor kind of seep up between. Like if you got two pieces butted up against each other, if you don't have them overlapping enough, you could still have vapor coming up between them. So you definitely want to make sure, if you do it yourself, that it's at a way to help minimize that. And like I said, I think I do have about 80% of it covered. There's just some few areas that's really tight to get to. Some of those extra pipes and whatnot that's just cumbersome and they're in the way. So I'm gonna have to work on getting those taken out. From this, I've got a few projects that I'm gonna be working on. You can keep up if you want to and see my progress on it. But one of them is taking care of that hot wire. That on the back side of it, I didn't get a shot of this, but it is actually spliced into a Romax, and there's no real covering. It should have a junction box to actually cover it. So we'll be taking care of that. And then also that exhaust, or the old black pipe that came out of the sewage, that needs to be taken care of. I'll cap that off. And then also there was an old gas pipe that was out there or underneath there that is just taking up space, being in the way. Part of the trouble of getting to those tight areas that I need to get to. Once I get that taken out, then I'll be able to get to that far back corner of my house to get that final plastic down there. And then of course, while I was under there, I pretty much came up with a pretty good idea, a good plan of how to strengthen the support under my house, focusing on the girders, and then thereafter putting some additional attention on some of the floor joists. There's at one point where a furnace was under the house. You can tell that by the old gas line that runs to the spot and is cut off, and it's just there sitting wide open. So it's an old gas line not used, so I know I can take it out. And then, sorry, that whining is my dog, if you hear that. She wants some attention. But where that furnace was at, the floor joists were actually cut, and there was no support put there. And so I know exactly where that's at in the house. It's in my little small hallway. You can definitely feel it when you're walking through. And then also there's actually a wall that is right there too.
And so not only do we have split floor joists, we have a wall that is sitting on top of split floor joist. And so that, she's chasing a squirrel now. So that is something that's got to be remedied. That will be a new floor joist extending from girder to girder at the least, and then probably even put in additional support where the floor or where the wall is at to give some support to the actual floor joist. So subscribe, like this video, just something short and sweet, show you what I'm doing, and trying to help improve my house. Hope you enjoyed.